Hello Galactic family. Selamat Jawa. All is going extremely well. The dark is becoming shell-shocked, as it is quite apparent that its supposed victory is quickly fading away. The dark cabal is now racing in vain to somehow preserve what little is still solvent. It is like a sudden spray of acid that was unexpectedly added to the mix. The U.S. Incorporated is about to dissolve as it becomes crystal clear that the new NESARA Republic is again on the world's horizon. The dark cabal can now see the inevitable writing on the wall. Its old ways are finished and the old guard now awaits its long-delayed punishment. The true constitution with many needed revisions is shortly to make its appearance in Congress, and the rest of the Dark's regime is to go on hiatus. The new policies of the de jure regime are to soon become a normal everyday event. This globe has long waited for what is about to swiftly happen. This project is one that the light has long waited for. You are about to receive your freedom and obtain the beginnings of your prosperity. This process required a careful and cautious approach. The dark had been lulled into a belief that somehow its madness was to find a way to continue. Our forces were guided by a group of wonderful and dedicated individuals whose magic is shortly to be applauded by this globe. What they did was truly miraculous. It is not easy to overturn a financial and political system that has been entrenched for over 2 millennia. This system is now in the final process of being replaced. The soldiers of the light carried out a truly amazing event. We need to commend their efforts as well as their magnificent patience. We are about to watch you make a most wonderful leap in consciousness. It is to enable you to move a giant step toward contact. It is this fact that makes us happy about your efforts. You have been able to create a scenario that is permitting not only a new reality to form but, in addition, to outline how you are to forge this new world of yours. This realm is to possess the wherewithal to prepare a new and heavenly epoch. The process of change was long in the making. The key issue was the final proclamation needed to be able to draw in the minions and their friends. It was the continuation of the old reality that initially confused the warriors of the light. The worry was that this strategy was based on the belief that the dark had won its small but nevertheless significant victory. The dark swallowed this as fact and began to use the principles of USA Incorporated as a basis to rebuild their defeated party. In fact, the true nature of all this was that USA Incorporated was a non-fact. It was dead, and at the right time it was to be placed in the great dustbin of history. This truth is now becoming fact as the new Treasury notes and the RV are in the process of being rolled out. As hoped, this process is leading to mass arrests and to new NESARA governance that is now to be born. America was ready to lead the world to a quiet revolution. This is to allow manifestation of a world long promised by heaven. This miracle is now fully underway and is to lead to your freedom and prosperity. As this moves forward, you are to see many necessary changes. These changes are to permit your consciousness to keep growing and your move toward full consciousness to increase. It is this process that is to be the key to the rise of your new reality. We are fully aware of how all of this is playing out. We realize that disclosure is something that needs to be addressed. The old government strongly defended the strange belief that UFOs did not exist. This is now to be overturned, and the truth that you are not alone needs to be revealed to you. In addition, there needs to be a series of announcements that permit us to directly address you. In these communications, we intend to explain who we really are and why we were told by heaven to create a monitor system to better prepare you for full consciousness. You require a number of ways to resolve the past lives you experienced in limited consciousness. This process is essential in helping you adjust to the physical changes that you are shortly to encounter. Blessings. We are your ascended masters. We come today to help you better understand what is now happening to you. Over the past decade and a half, you have been subjected to a number of subtle changes that we generally call ascension symptoms. These changes by heaven are one of the many ways your body, mind and spirit are being readied for a grand change in consciousness. These changes are shortly to reach a point when deeper explanations are in order. Our series of vital lessons are then required. The rise of new governance is to accommodate this. We expect that once you are armed with the truths behind your past histories, you can be better prepared to accept why this is the time for immense alterations of this reality. You are suddenly to learn about AGHARTIAN and why you first came here some 900,000 years ago. Lost memories are to be recovered and explained. Dear hearts, we know that this wisdom is only the start to learning about yourselves as a people and as Gaia's human guardians. This process needs to be discussed by your mentors as you require knowledge about how this first occurred. What is ahead is a grand period that can aid you in showing your true relationship to Gaia and her remarkable ecosystems. Your positive intentions and deep support of this divine process makes all of this possible. You have wonderfully altered how you react to the manipulations of the dark cabal. These changes have allowed us to take many necessary steps forward. We thank all for what you are achieving. This growth is yet another sign why heaven decided that a divine process was now possible. This brings us to the present. This is indeed a time for blessed events to happen. This is a moment when humanity again joins with the divine to restore its sacred and magnificent purpose. When you again become fully conscious, you can take this all in a wondrous divine motion. You are then to see why heaven carefully drew us forth and created a special core of beings to love and assist you. In this new consciousness, our mission is to be divinely reordered. We are to become supervisors of missions decreed by heaven. This process is something that you are to become intensely aware of. This process is to be when our new galactic society is formed and utilized. How this is all to work is something that we are to share with you, along with your mentors. These coming moments are to bring great joy to us. It means that we can fully adjust to a series of new purposes. It means that we can fully adjust to a series of new purposes, to reform not only you but the entirety of heaven and Gaia. Hallelujah! Hallelujah! Today, we continued our weekly reports. We are on the verge of a change that is to affect not only these reports but as well how you are to relate to a number of new developments. Know, dear ones, that the countless supply and never-ending prosperity of heaven are indeed yours. So be it. SOULMATE GAIA. SOULMATE GAIA. SIRIAN for B1. And be enjoy.